Hello everybody. We are going to start a new series of practice questions from today. We will post 2 questions daily on this channel for the aspirants of CAT 2020. Before we start discussing today's questions, I request you to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you are notified about practice questions as and when these are posted here. So let's start with the first question now. So our first question of the day is, in the figure given below, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DE is equal to EF is equal to FG, it is equal to GA. Then angle DAE is how much? So we have to calculate how much is this angle. So let's start solving this problem. Now we have been given that A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F, F, G, and G, A, they all are equal. So we have represented that these sides are equal through these lines, right? So now let's assume that angle DAE, which we have to find out, is equal to X. So let's say this is X. Now let's see how do we proceed from here. Now we have been given that AB is equal to BC. So this angle will also be X. Why? Because this and this are equal. So opposite angles will also be equal. So this angle would be equal to X. Similarly, GA, which is this side, and FG, which is this side. So these two sides are also equal. So these two angles will also be equal. So this is also X. Now this is going to be 2X. Why? Because exterior angle is equal to the sum of vertically opposite angles. So in a triangle, exterior angle is equal to the sum of vertically opposite angles. So these are X and X. So exterior angle would be 2X. Similarly, here also it would be 2X. It would be the sum of these two vertically opposite angles, angle A and angle F. So these are X and X. So this would be 2X. Now FG is also equal to EF. So here it is FG and here it is EF. So these two sides are also equal. So these two angles will also be equal. So if this is 2X, this also has to be 2X. Now BC is also equal to CD. So this is BC and this is CD. So this angle and this angle would also be equal to each other. So this is BC and this is CD. So these two angles will also be equal to each other. So this would be 2X. Now if in this triangle CBD, this is 2X and this is also 2X, then the third angle would be 180 minus 4X, right? Now let us try and calculate how much this would be, how much this angle would be, angle ECD. So this angle ECD would be equal to 180 minus X minus 180 minus 4X, which is equal to 3X. So this is equal to 3X. Now if this is 3X, then this will also be 3X. Why? Because CD is equal to DE. So this is CD and this is DE. So these two sides are equal in this triangle. So this angle and this angle will also be equal to each other. Now if this is 3X, this whole angle is 3X, and this we have already determined it is 2X, then how much this would be? This would be X, right? Now this angle is X. Now in this triangle, triangle DEC, this angle is 3X and this angle is also 3X. Then how much third angle would be? 180 minus 6X. 180 minus 3X minus 3X. So 180 minus 6X. Now if you see how much is this total angle, this is 180 minus 6X and this is 2X. So 180 minus 6X plus 2X is equal to 180 minus 4X. Now if this is 180 minus 4X, then this will also be 180 minus 4X. Why? Because DE, this line, DE, this side of the triangle is equal to EF, this side of the triangle. So these two sides are equal. So these two angles also have to be equal. So if this is 180 minus 4X, then this will also be 180 minus 4X. Now in triangle EFD, the sum of these three angles X, 180 minus 4X and 180 minus 4X, this is also 180 minus 4X. So the sum of these three angles would be equal to 180. Now if we calculate this, we get the value of X equal to 180 by 7. So our answer would be C, 180 by 7 degrees. Now let's move on to the next practice question. So the next question is, in the figure given below, XYZ, so this is XYZ, PZY, PZY, and QRY. These are right angles. If XY divided by PZ, so this is XY and this is PZ, the ratio of these two is 3:1, then the ratio of PZ and QR is how much? So let's start solving this question. Now QR is parallel to XY, right? So this QR is parallel to XY. Why? Because XY and QR both are perpendicular to this line YZ, so they have to be parallel to each other. Now if these are parallel, then triangle XYZ, triangle X, Y and Z is similar to triangle QRZ, is similar to triangle QRZ. So this bigger triangle is similar to this smaller triangle, right? Now what happens in similar triangles? Corresponding sides ratio is equal. So ratio of the corresponding sides is equal to each other. So QR by XY is equal to ZR by ZY is equal to ZQ by ZX, right? So this becomes our equation number 1. Now let's look at the other side. QR is parallel to PZ also, right? So this QR and PZ are parallel to each other. Why? Because again these are 90-degree angles on the same line. So QR is parallel to PZ. So PYZ, triangle PYZ would be similar to triangle QYR. Now again in similar triangles, ratio of corresponding sides would be equal to each other. QR by PZ. So QR by PZ is equal to YR by YZ is equal to YQ by YP. So this becomes our equation number 2. Now if we divide equation number 2 by equation number 1, then what do we get? XY by PZ, right? Because QR and QR will cancel out, is equal to YR by ZR. YR by ZR, because again YZ and YZ will cancel out. So we have used only these two in dividing. Here also we have used only these two sets in this division. So this becomes XY by PZ is equal to YR by ZR. If we solve it further, XY by PZ is given to be 3:1. So this is 3 is equal to YR by ZR. So YR is equal to thrice of ZR. Now if we put this value of YR in equation number 2, then what do we get? So this is QR by PZ is equal to YR by YZ. So I can write it as YR by YR plus ZR. Why? Because YZ is equal to YR plus ZR. So this becomes YR divided by YR plus ZR. So now let's put the value of YR equal to 3ZR here. So this becomes, instead of YR we have written 3ZR. Here also instead of YR we can write 3ZR. So this becomes 4ZR. So this becomes QR by PZ is equal to 3 by 4. Now we have been asked PZ divided by QR. So PZ by QR would be reverse of this, reciprocal of this. So this becomes 4 by 3. So our answer is C, 4 by 3. So guys, if you like these two questions, if you think that this series will help you, then please subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends who are also preparing for CAT 2020. Like this video, comment on this and press the bell icon. Thank you and happy learning.